Google Marketing Live 2024. This conference has had some great announcements over the years. Last year, they had the generative AI results at the very top of Google Search Now. That was announced last year. Google Merchant Center Next, which is a 2.0 for Google Merchant Center, that was announced last year, as well as Demand Gen. That was announced. So this particular conference has been really front and center in terms of what's going on in Google for the upcoming year. And there were some great announcements. So let's actually dive into it right now. So the first was testing ads in the AI overview. So Google will be testing search and shopping ads directly within the AI overview in the US. And these will be clearly labeled as sponsored. Okay, interesting. I think they have to, right? Because you have two forces at work here. Google has been nothing but a blue link media platform since the beginning, right? And the blue link, I mean the cost per click, the blue link, and the description, and that's it. Well, now that ChatGPT has came in and really changed the game, I mean, they were forced to adapt. And I think they had this in the background most of the time, but I think it really brought it front and center. I think they were really waiting to release this, but I think ChatGPT accelerated the whole process. So they were forced to announce their Gemini program and their search generative results, which is now at the top, to compete with ChatGPT, right? And both experiences are very smooth. They're not cluttered at all. But wait a minute. If you look here, they're going to start doing ads in the search generative results, right? So, it's interesting to see. I think Google doesn't have a choice because there's too much money in the advertisers, right? Because think about it, all that blue click media, which really pays their bills, is being pushed down. So they're forced to put. There's no other way to do it because you're going to start making advertisers, that pay trillions to subsidize this platform mad. And then you have ChatGPT, which is eventually going to do pay ads as well. There's no doubt about it, my friends. That will happen. It can't be free forever, right? So, it's interesting for Google to take this first step into the platform or into what the pay model will be. Advertisers will not need to change their campaigns. Ads will appear in the AI overview only when they're relevant. So I think that's a good step, right? The last thing you want to do is target your competitors and see a different ad. And it's like, oh, here we go again, blue link media and all this crap. We're like a single keyword ad group and you can just target all these different people and it compounds it, right? It just gets cluttered all over again. Will it still be cluttered? Yes, to a certain extent. Absolutely. I'm glad to hear it's going to be relevant, though. You're not going to be able to put blatantly different ads for your search at the top. And I think that's what's really been annoying a lot of people over the years, right? They definitely stepped back from that, right? Because now you have STAG, which is single theme ad group or single topic ad group, depending which one, which interpretation it is. But that's where you target broadly, use smart bidding, et cetera. So, and it's more control, right, from the algorithm to understand to get those conversions as opposed to forcing those cost per clicks to appear with each single keyword, right? And that's where you get a lot of people mad, and it really creates, just like I said, a lot of a cluttered experience, and that's where the user base gets annoyed, and then advertisers get annoyed when you try and fix that. So this is an interesting hybrid to see how this will work together. So more to come on this. Introducing Google Ads Data Manager. This was a so-so update. I mean, that's really the place where you install the YouTube channel as well as Firebase, as well as GTM, etc. I think the cooler announcement, no one's talking about this, is the measurement under that, the attribution window, which is what this guy is here. I'm so excited about this. If Google Ads and Google Analytics had a baby, it would look like this. Like the charts are outstanding. The flow is outstanding. You're able to look at the path of conversion, understand how many days the path of conversion is, look at last click versus data variable, charts, all sorts of cool stuff to really show your clients like, hey, right off the bat, how many days does it take within the last week or last month to get a conversion? You're able to see that really quick. How many interactions does it take? On average, is it 24 hours? Or what's that path look like, right? What's that cohort path to eventually get that sale? That's all in here, my friends. You don't have to go to Google Analytics. And, I mean, all of us should be experiencing Google Analytics and know how to use Google Analytics. But let's be honest, a lot of buyers don't. They're kind of intimidated by it. So I think this can really really help clients, especially if you're dabbling in doing your ads. This is a great tool. So please check it out. No one's talking about this. And I wish they would have talked about it. It's under I believe, goals. You look under measurement and you look under the attribution window, and this chart appears. And please play with it. It's awesome. I really dig this. Another interesting thing is Google's phasing out third-party cookies for the 20th time by 2025. I think this will be it. I think this will happen. I think, it'll be interesting how this affects Google Analytics because, right now we have a cold war between Apple and Google. And really by limiting cookies, which is already happening right now to a certain extent, especially within the Apple devices, it's going to be interesting to see how the those traffic funnels look like, because that in theory they should go down as cookies get deprecated, and it's more about the first party cookies and the Google devices, the Android devices, which Google provides the programming for the Android devices. They'll be fine, but when you have the iPhone, they'll be blocking those out. And then you have iOS 14 and a half, you have iOS 17. So, you have a bunch of things that stand in the way in terms of the iPhone platform. So there should be a dip, really, is what I think will happen here with Google Analytics. But it's still the best bet in town. It's a great platform. I'm actually been really going deep into Google Analytics and understanding how to make those awesome reports and those cohort reports, the path of conversion reports, etc. It's been really helping us a lot with our clients. So I challenge everybody. This is a great almost gateway drug, I think, to really understand how that works. So please, check that out. And also GA has a debug tool, which is my favorite tool. I mean, the debug tool, my friends, is so underutilized. I name that all the time. I bring it up with friends and stuff all the time. They're like, oh, yeah, it's kind of weird. And I go, no, man, it actually tells you that the time signature and, works with a GTM preview, and it's awesome. And I don't know. I guess people love the GTM preview tool, but I'm all about the GA debug tool. And you should be using both. Whenever you have purchase issues, that's because you didn't use both. I should say conversion issues, conversion attribution issues. The next is optimizing for profit with Google Ads. This is another interesting take on Google helping small businesses, because say you have a kitchenware client, right? And they sell cups, right? Or the product SKU is, or the group SKU is cups, right? And you have one cup that costs $1 to make and it sells for $11. You have one cup that costs $6 to make, sells for $11 or $12, same price. Well, one has a 2-to-1 margin. The other one has a 11 margin, right? So when you think about that, right, you can kind of say, well, wait a minute, like how can we input this into Google, but make it actually optimize the bottom line, right? And that's what this comes in. I think this is a good thing. I think this is a beginning though, because when you think about it, this is almost like I said, a gateway drug to get people kind of used to this, and then eventually operating a lot of those SKUs that are not selling, or the more profitable SKUs, and pushing those to get your sales up, right? Not getting the ROAS up, trying to get your profit margin up. And I think that's kind of cool. I think it helps small business. And, you could say, oh, it's Google interfering and, whatever, just taking over my business. It's already there. It's already doing GA. You're already doing GTM. You're already doing Google Merchant Center. Google Merchant Center drives American business, whether we all like it or not. So the fact that we're doing that is a non-disclaimer, right? So I think this is a good thing. I think it helped the bottom line. And then, of course, we're having brand-focused creatives in Google Ads. So this is just more of design features that will be being introduced in terms of AI-generative creatives for small charities or advertisers with small businesses. That's all that is. So I guess they're introducing new releases there to make the creatives just, I guess, more enhanced or better. And what are my final thoughts? Kind of went through this pretty quickly. I think it's all about AI. I really do. I think AI will resurface again in another year or so, especially as I think it's called Soros, which is a platform. And I don't think Google's related to this. Maybe it is. I don't know. Please correct me if I'm not. But that's where you take text to video and you say, hey, I want to write a story with a dragon riding a motorcycle. And it'll actually write a story and create a small video where that happens. They do it now. It's actually not, this is not, this it's done now to a certain extent, but it's going to really be done. So that I'm kind of curious to see what will happen. How will it affect, um, the platform itself, the shopping platform? I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll make commercials. Um, Another thing that I think is a huge miss here, conversion tracking, folks. Man, like all this AI stuff and it's dedicated to pictures and just ad copy. Like, come on, man. Like, really, you guys need to fix the attribution problem. You guys need to fix the conversion tracking problem and connecting all these platforms together. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. I've done some. I mean, I've gone through some voluminous work connecting some Amazon to DTC campaigns where I've had some advertisers come to me and say, "Hey, I want to get off Amazon. I want to create my own DTC platform that where I don't have to pay 30% to 40, even 40% to Amazon. I want to pocket the whole thing." So I've been helping some, definitely some small businesses do that. But man, this conversion tracking thing is just, that's where the focus should be, folks. It's connecting the platforms, um, really making sure it's more streamlined, making sure that the connections are more fluid and easier to happen. That's where AI needs to go, and it's not there now. So hopefully it will be soon. I mean, I hope. Um, I'm sure I'm not the first person saying this, so it is what it is. Brought in smart targeting, less reliance on single keywords. That's where I was going. That's where I was talking about the AI stuff. Really making sure that you're using a lot of stag and broad terms, smart bidding, etc. I think the blue link media that I was talking about, right? What Google was, that's, my friends, that's going away. You really need to be using this. Like, you really should. And I know it's hard, it's different, but it's the sooner you do this, the better it'll be. Matter of fact, I should probably present this to you guys. I have a chart where, I kind of talk what buying was 3 years ago, right? Probably around COVID, a little after COVID, I should say. I don't want to get dinged. And then what it is now, right? And how it's evolving. And it's not, these battle over search terms or building out the campaigns. No, it's post click now. It's multiple landing pages. It's conversion paths. It's understanding where's the drop off between ADC, IC, ATC, and purchase, right? Add a cart, initiate checkout, add a cart, and purchase. Where's those drop offs? Is it 50% or more? If it is, then we need to fix something. It's really, that's where our job will be moving forward. So enough on that. I think it's a good place to stop, but thank you so much. And I look forward to hearing your comments. I'll have some more updates coming up. I have something on Medium I'll be releasing. Also, I am going to be doing a live show soon. That should be very cool. I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you attend and question me and ask me some really hard PPC questions. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And I look forward to talking to you all. Thank you.